Hey, folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS back in the building. Another SPS Mental Health Moment. Having a chance to reach out to some great programs and some great young men. I want to thank Coach Brian Dutton of Gull Lake Basketball for connecting me with one of his guys, Mr. Caleb Taylor, representing. How you doing today, man?
I'm good.
Good. And so you're coaching up for the record. You were early to the meeting, okay? You were early. So true point card about your business. We will talk about this great highlight reel you have from the February 21st game against Kalamazoo Central. We'll go through that in a second. But just tell me what things have been like, man, since you got the news about the season ending, and how has that had an impact on you, your circle, and just give me some feedback on that.
I was pretty upset the season ended, honestly, because I think we would have won the district championship. We were on a pretty good roll. Everyone was hyped up for it, so I was pretty sad about that. But in terms of my circle with my friends, it didn't really change my circle. Like, we're all still tight. We all still talk on social media and stuff like that. So
Right, right. Now, what grade are you now?
I'll be a senior.
You'll be a senior. Okay, well, you got one season left, and I'm sure you want to be able to continue on and keep on that run. But fortunately, you'll be able to come back and do that again. Coach, talk to me a little bit about your background. You're really active in a lot of different sports. Talk about your other athletic endeavors.
I do AAU basketball over the summer. I usually find some team every year, and then I do track. My main event in track is high jump, but I also do sprints like the 100 and the 200.
You've been able to get some awards in track too, right?
Yeah.
What award have you taken home that you're most proud of?
I got an all-state like little frame because I went to the state meet and I placed third. So
Okay, okay. Now, and when you went to state, what did you place third in? What event?
high jump,
High
like
jump. I mean,
325.
you're a humble guy, man. I had to pull that out of you. Most people are like, yeah, I'm all state in track, in high jump, but that's good though. Good for you. So let's talk a little bit about that amazing barn burner you were a part of, on February 21st. For the record, I got love for the city of Kalamazoo. I went to Western Michigan University, so I got love. But you guys came in there, you were at home rather, and you had a tight game. So for someone who hasn't seen the video, and I'll try to make the clip available, take me through the beginning of the game all the way to the end.
Um, my team we just came out ready to win, I guess, because last time they blew us out pretty bad, so we kind of just wanted revenge, honestly. And we knew we could beat them because during the first game we were only down by 3 at halftime, but then one of their guards ended up dropping like 28 in one quarter or something like that, and
Wow.
that's what made us lose. So we knew we could beat him if we just were able to stop him from like getting on a run. So we just came out hungry, ready to win.
Yeah, I know your coach is pretty passionate, and I know he's all about inspiring you guys from the sidelines. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, he can't play anymore. He'll play in the Moneyball Pro-Am, I know that, but he
hmm
can't play out there. So, what do you have to do as the point guard and one of the leaders of the team to keep your team inspired when you're on the court?
I just hype them up. Every little good thing they do, I let them know good job, give them high fives. They make mistakes, tell them keep their heads up, stuff like that.
Sure. What's the difference in you hyping them up as a player and your coach hyping them up? What's the difference in your approach?
Cause well, I guess I don't know. Probably just because I'm their teammate. I think it's just more like a personal type of hype up. Like makes them feel better when their teammate hypes up instead of the coach.
Yeah, I
If
get that.
you hype
Well,
you up, it makes you feel like they're like proud of you.
yeah, no, that's good. I appreciate you sharing that. So, getting back to the very end, the game went into overtime. Talk about the play that took you guys into overtime.
Oh, let's see. Play took us to overtime. I think one of what their big man. There's like 3 seconds up. He tried to dunk on me. I don't know why he did that. And it flung up in the air, and our teammate got it. So our coach called a timeout, and then he dribbled an inbounds play. So we threw it to Tyler Corstance. He shot it from half court air ball, but Zach Piper was right under the basket and caught it and laid it up last second.
He caught it and laid it up. It looked like it was a play that was drawn up, man. That was pretty awesome. So now
Yeah.
you guys in overtime. So fast forward at the very end of the game, time is winding down. I think the score was tied, 88-88? Is that right? That sound right?
Yep.
And
hmm
lo and behold, number one has the ball. That's you, Caleb Taylor. And tell me what was going on in your mind from 10 seconds to zero, because at about the 6 second mark, you're over at the hash next to your coach, kind of dribbling the ball out. So tell me what was going through your mind.
I was just thinking about how I could score. My coaches are always telling me sometimes I'm not selfish enough with the ball. So I was already in my head that I should take the last shot. My dad tells me I have to be more selfish sometimes, take the last shot, just be like dominant and aggressive with the ball. So in my head, I already knew I wasn't giving the ball. I knew I was gonna take the last shot, and then I kind of just was like trying to feel out my defender and see what defense he had. He played it pretty good, but then I just had like a fake shot, I guess, like a pump fake, and he jumped, and I got just enough time to shoot it.
Yeah, you went to the far left side of the court and you kind of worked your way back to the middle to the top of the key, which is always a straight on shot. Did you have any idea you'll be pulling? Was that a 3-pointer at the very end?
Yeah, it was.
Do you had any? Did you think that wow, I'm going to end up shooting a 3-pointer to win the game?
No, I didn't. He actually played good defense. I mean, that's pretty much all I could do.
Yeah, and then you had that split second. Tell me about the emotional impact that had. Seeing the ball go up, was it slow motion for you? Did you feel it was good when it left your hand? I mean, talk about what you went through in those few moments.
Yeah, it looked good to me. I mean, honestly, I was just anxious to see if it actually go in or not. And then
Right. On the video, there's a man standing up, and his head kind of goes right up, right as the ball goes in. Was that somebody you know?
I think it might have been my dad's friend. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it was cool. He jumps up, and then you see his head just as it goes in. So after it
Yeah,
goes in, talk about the emotion you had when you see it actually go in.
I was pretty hyped because I don't think we've ever beat K Central before. To make history off a buzzer beater felt really good.
So are those the shots that you practice in your mind? You count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I mean, have you visualized things like that in the past?
In my driveway when I was little, I'd do stuff like that sometimes, but I never really thought it actually happened in an actual game.
Hey man, the driveway tells the whole story. The logo, Jerry West talks about he always made the winning shots in his mind. And as a sports psychology consultant, visualization and imagery is very important. So those things help. So let's move on, man. I'm looking in the back of your room and I see I see some trophies. I see a picture. I see a picture of Michael Jordan, coming in from the free throw line. So I take it you've been watching The Last Dance, right?
Yeah, I've watched like 1 or 2 episodes. I've missed some of them, but
Okay, well, tell me so far from what you've seen, what kind of impact has that had on you, if any?
um, the biggest I've taken from it is probably just give my all in the sport. Because Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen have both been through a lot of like adversity since they've been in the league, and they still like push through and stuff like that. Like Jordan broke his foot, he was still hungry to get out there. His dad was murdered, like he didn't stop that. Let him stop that. He came back, still went off. Scottie Pippen, he had some issues with like how much money he was making, but he didn't let that stop his grind. He still went out there and gave his all. So it just kind of shows me to like always give full effort.
Very good. Now, I'm just wondering of those things you just mentioned, are those kind of relatable to what's going on right now with the coronavirus lockdown and the season ending? Can you kind of relate those two together?
I mean, yeah, they're both things that like bring you down, like make you kind of kill your mood, but
Yeah.
can't let it kill my mood that much. Still gotta work hard.
Great. Well, you're being an excellent ambassador for Gull Lake and the Blue Devils and the entire community. So before we get out of here, Caleb, transitioning from a mood being down, what can you say to those who follow the program, who follow you, or just may happen to see this interview that can help inspire them for what we're dealing with the COVID-19 right now?
I mean, the biggest thing we have a really passionate coach. Honestly, that's probably the best thing. He loves to put us to work. So he loves the best for us. He for me personally, I know he's always like sending my film to college coaches. So he's invested in all the players' futures and stuff like that. So you should kind of be motivated knowing you have a coach who's always like has your best interests and stuff like that. It should make you want to work hard for him.
Well, that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. Okay, last thing. Tell me what next year is going to look like, and that's the hope that we're all back playing basketball like before. What does it want to look like? What do you want it to look like for the Blue Devils going forward, and it being your senior year?
Next year, I definitely want to win at least 50 out of the 20 games, and I want to get a district championship. Those are my two main goals next year.
Okay. Well, goals are important. I would suggest also, first thing I talk about with goals, you got to write them down and look at them on a regular basis. And if you don't
Hmm.
believe it, nobody else will. Well, Caleb, you've been great. I enjoyed talking to you, and I look forward to getting a chance to coming out and check you guys out in the future when things get back to a little bit of normalcy. Okay. Any last words you got for anybody?
No,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you did a great job, and best of luck to you going forward. Okay.
thank you, you too.
All right. Take care.
See you.